So he buried the cows. There is a man with the farm there for cows, buried them all.
So that flat had to collapse with the force of the rubbish?
It didn't collapse. He carried and pushed aside.
More graders are coming, or more excavators are coming to continue with their work.
The woman with the daughter, we removed them that very day morning.
That is where the rubbish came from, and all that area you see which has not been excavated, there are houses in there.
We are in Lusanja, Chitezi. This is where thousands of people have been buried by these rubbish slides. That's what I'm going to call them. If you clearly see, this was a huge pile of rubbish. It has sunk in, and then pushed this other side. So the pressure it used when sinking in, it pushed this other side. So these are some of the houses that broke down. A lot of people have lost their lives, property, and loved ones. These are some of the houses that were damaged, and you see it was like a mudslide. It came from up here and then fell like this. There were some houses right somewhere here that were pushed. You see that one? That is the structure of a roof. It was pushed. Also this house was pushed. Then there were other houses this other side. So meaning it fell like this and then fell on the other houses. So it's the Uganda police that is trying to excavate. So they have to go step by step until they cover the whole thing, and then make sure that they find the people that called and told their family members that they were still under there, but it's now a lot of time passed. And there is some man here you see over there. He lost 6 children and the wife, but he hasn't seen any of the 6 people. There are 7 people, 6 children and then the wife. That is 7. He hasn't seen anyone, so he is alone. He had gone to work. Before even returning, a call came and that had happened to his people. So the efforts are still on and people are still here looking at whatever is happening. Look at all those trees. All those trees fell down because they were pushed. It pushed like this, and now the rubbish is here. And by that, the rubbish still goes even up to the other side. It's a very huge landfill. This is home to Kampala's rubbish, everyday rubbish. They bring it here, and it is thousands of trucks that come to dump here the rubbish. And hopefully, let's pray that they find these people that they are trying to get out. And now, more graders are coming, or more excavators are coming to continue with their work. That is one of them. So the efforts are still on. So they are saying, the people right this way, they are saying that over there was a house. It was pushed and there were 5 people, but they've only seen 1 so far. The others haven't been recovered. So, and they're saying the number at the moment is 40 that have been gotten, but they're going to evacuate. They're supposed to evacuate them and then have the place for only rubbish at the moment. So the most common rubbish here is polythene. We are in Lusanja, Chitezi. This is where thousands of people have been buried by these rubbish slides. That's what I'm going to call them. If you clearly see, this was a huge pile of rubbish. It has sunk in, and then pushed this other side. So the pressure it used when sinking in, it pushed this other side. There were houses. You see the other houses, how they are all organized, or the spacing. So that's what really happened. Like when it pushed all this area around here and this other side, it was a whole community around here. There was also a playground. I've been told this was part of the playground, so people would play from there. And on top, that's where rubbish was being brought, and then they spread it. And the rubbish, you can clearly see that is fresh rubbish, and this is old rubbish. The other lady has told us that this is where she works from, and the rubbish pile here has been here for over 30 years. They have been dumping here, and they were still dumping here. So in this video, I'm going to be taking you through, showing you how things have been going here, how things are going here, what is really happening here. But man, it's a sad moment. People believe around there that there was a concentration of people that all were squeezed by this rubbish because it was pushing at the highest speed. It also had a lot of pressure in that it came with trees. It took houses. It took bigger trees, not just small trees. You see this one? This one was brought here, but it took bigger trees bigger than this, and you can clearly see all these pieces of land were just brought here. See the rubbish piles the other side, the same this other side. Banana plantation. If you clearly see, there is a banana right here. This is a banana. So all this came this other side. It came pushing. You can clearly see that all this came pushing this other side. And a clear view of what really happened, you can look at this tree. See the tree that all this pushed it to this other side, because there is no way a mature tree as that one would grow out of this fresh soil. You can clearly see that it freshly came here. Look at the bananas, these ones here, they were just pushed. And this one came like this. You see how huge it is? This is how it came, like it's a whole tree. It came with a whole system. In other words, its roots couldn't even save it. And they're saying that this was a garden of eucalyptus trees. And people believe that there are still a lot of people. They're saying that these ones that have been retrieved so far, because they've just retrieved the body, they're not even a quarter of the people that were settled in here. Because it started from up, like people who were working on this pile, like when they bring fresh rubbish, these people start collecting out scrap. They get bottles, they get like those that can be recycled, or those that are bought, and this was their livelihood. Then there are those people that would cook for these people, and all those people also haven't been found. In fact, they have started from this other side. They're not even an inch of this whole thing. Look at this eucalyptus. Let me show you. This is how it is. It came with its roots like this. You see? Those are the roots up. And this is the tree. So where it is, this is not where it was supposed to be initially. And when you look at it, it is starting to lose its life. So these are the piles. They came running, which I think I can equate it to the movie Tremors, the way the soil was being moved by those big animals, the tremors. So this is what happened here. So sad. All these, it's only those ones that have, in fact the grader stopped the other side. These ones were also like this. They are looking for houses where they are possibly. And all this, they are saying it was a garden, and there were some eucalyptus and other big trees. They all were washed away. As I've already told you, the cause for this thing to fall is supposed to be these people disturbed the piece of this whole heap by trying to create a way into the other side, because the other side was filled and they wanted to create a road where they would access this one, then start leveling again, but it didn't allow. Rubbish had the cars squeezed in and they haven't got the cars. Very sad. So you see, this was someone's garden like this, but people are passing here. All those piles came from the other side running, and now they are right just there. And each and everybody they get out, they're making sure it is taken to the national mortuary that is in Mulago.
Ze bakwita James, Ward James.
Yeah.
Ze muntu ya toro naye ze bali kupangisa bana lusanja. Naye lunako ya mkaga. Sawa mu kitundu. Bado ze kulaba maso. Naye tukulaba ibinda jawo ali kukasaisiro. Sipidi nyona manyi. Ze nikitano kuduka ne kuduka mangu. Paka wali wansi na kufuna lisosi katono nikilenya wana nakaita wali nakwa wali naye abato ya wange bafwa brother yange mulamu yange abana ya nduku abana
Ramukwano go.
Ya mukwano yanga afwa na zeli wano sina kintu yakokola sina ngoye sina kintu yakolya nyumba yona yange embitu yona bakiriza mtweye.
Body so far, he's not so sure, but he has seen. Yeah, today 4, yesterday 24. Only yesterday 24. Yeah, for him he's not so sure, but he has seen 28 bodies. So it's a very, very sad one.
And he hasn't seen his own people. He says what?
This is a very sad one. He has not seen any of his people.
Not the kids, not the...
And he has not seen any of them. All of them, they're still there. And that is why he was nearby there so that he could identify them. He has not seen any of his relatives. He has not seen any. According to him, he was having this very shirt. I mean, this very
clothes.
This very clothes. He was just washing his face in the morning. It was on Saturday at around 7:30. He was just washing his face, and then he saw a pile of rubbish. It was coming. Then he had to run. When he took off, where he reached, the other guys were still sleeping inside. If you look around all these places where they have been grading, you would realize that there were houses there. So most of the people who died, actually, they must have died out of suffocation. So guys, he's just telling me that you see this very, I don't know whether you see this very grade here, that his house was just somewhere around there. And so he's expecting his relatives anytime from now, because their house was somewhere there. That is where the rubbish came from, and all that area you see which has not been excavated, there are houses in there.
It was just like here.
Yeah, it was just like here. There are houses in there, and his house was somewhere around there. So he's expecting his relatives anytime from now. That's why he's so alert. That on that fateful day, there were two with a friend. Now that friend had 28 million inside the house. For him, as he was running, he was telling him, let's run together. The guy said, no, I have my money inside, it's 28 million. As he was just entering, he had not even entered the house. That's how rubbish came and gave him one, fell down, and then that was it. That was his end. And I was asking him what about the money was going. So he was like, where are tags? Like tags which are here, that money cannot
survive.
Of course, cannot survive. They took it. But he had put the bag which was having the money on. He had put it the very way I'm carrying this very bag. Plus his mattress. Kandindo is mattress. I don't know whether it's mattress. Kandindo, okay, something used for sleeping. Plus his mattress. So as he was coming out, rubbish beat him, and then when they were getting him on Sunday, he was having his thing like this, and then they used that same mattress to carry him out. So when they were taking him out, because according to him, like it is very us voluntary people around whom they used to carry the dead bodies and take them to a safer place. So it seems those very people are the ones who took the money. Those ones who were carrying the
that's what people say. As others are crying, some people are finding happiness.
Yeah.
Sorry. May the souls of those people rest in eternal peace.
Story.
And it found them unaware because they were still sleeping.
People, they were working early morning like normal day. They come by 7, they're already up.
Yeah.
There are those who collect box, Campera,
Okay.
crab, what.
So
When they're tipping,
They pick
their
those
work
and
is to do what?
to sort those things
Very early in the morning, by 6:30, they're already where?
at the
Up on
site.
top of the what?
Rubbish.
Rubbish.
collecting scrap.
So when these tractors are pushing, for them they do work of collecting Campera, scrap boxes, those scrap metal things, those small things.
Take them for sale. Just like we saw people selling
All
back.
they entered in.
Remember, it just divided like this and then they fell into inside.
So when that thing divided like this, because it was early morning,
Yeah.
7:45.
So what could have caused the collapse?
For collapse, there is a hole. They wanted to make some road around there. Pour our garbage this side, the other side.
So meaning
Make it what?
it's them who disturbed the piece of the garbage and then it revenged.
Immediately they opened that road.
Land started breaking.
So when they opened, heavy rain came. Very big one. Then the following day, heavy.
Another rain.
Then the Saturday morning.
The soil was weak.
It was
weak.
weak.
And
decided to fall down.
Yes.
So what you are trying to say is that they have not even got a quarter of the people.
People who died in the main on top,
Are more than people.
those one down. Among only those 2 boys, the woman with the daughter, we removed them that very day morning. Then with this man for border, that one also they managed to remove. Then this guy who was rearing dogs, also they removed. That time, immediately.
They were already dead.
Yes. These 2 people, they survived. This one who reared dogs, survived. And this one from motorcycle, that one also survived.
How did they survive?
And then people ran to remove them.
Oh, sharp.
But the lady, no one could see where I was.
Oh, they didn't know the exact position.
This thing came and covered.
Everything.
So you don't know. First of all, was carrying things. You see, like this thing here. That's free there.
Yeah. It comes.
You see up there. But we are surprised we got it there. Most of these trees,
They came from up
we carried it from here up to west.
to here. Meaning, if it finds you in the house, it divides you into 2 parts.
So there is no any way you can tell me anyone can survive, because the way was pushing.
The effort that pushes the tree up to here.
Like the way he pushed the other flat. He pushed the flat.
There was also flat.
There's a big flat there.
Wow.
Where the woman died.
So that flat had to collapse with the force of the rubbish.
It didn't collapse. He carried and pushed aside. And break it halfway.
That was so sad.
Then he carried all that forest of cactus. Them then pour at the other side.
I think the force came by, remember, trucks becoming, like also the other things, that force, the soil was now tired, and the force was a lot. So when it got chance to relieve itself. Now that these people had dug somewhere here, it pushed, like burst, and it burst.
Because by that time I was riding, but you could hear your hand is shaking.
Like an earthquake.
You are also riding.
Riding, going the other side up. That's the time I had shaking. Then I heard something. Boom.
The first one.
Yes. Then I heard the noise. Then I also branched like this. I saw people running. Now those ones who are fighting to run, to go up, was just collecting them, taking them back where.
Oh, there were some who were going up.
Those ones who are walking.
They were trying to escape.
Run, but could just bring them back inside. Even one who survived, I met that one yesterday. Anyway, he had a wound, but
he survived, that is.
Yeah. The friend said, leave me. You go. For me, this thing has taken me.
Oh, so he was trying to rescue the friend?
He wanted to go and rescue, but he failed.
The spirit had already left his body.
Yes. The guy couldn't stop the guy.
I think there is
that guy protracted. Also turned inside.
the one who was pushing the rubbish.
Yes.
Also died?
Inside died.
The tractor hasn't been retrieved.
The tipper which is bringing
For home clean, yeah.
All of them, they died.
When they enter, when we are seeing them
They died.
inside.
They haven't been retrieved. The
Tippers are
cars.
still, they have not yet retrieved them.
Deep.
I think the guy, I saw
thing
some
is more
drone,
than
I saw
what I
some drone
thought.
footage, and they were showing that tipper it was for home clean.
It was for home
I think
clean.
they showed two.
Yes.
They were for home clean.
The two tippers buried deep inside.
Yes.
This is very serious. Meaning they are just inside the car.
Because that one, when he was going inside, that was the other side.
So it's like this, eh?
The guy wanted to come out.
To come out of the
Jump.
tipper. He was
They
fighting
put
for
the
his dear life.
So they turned inside. After turning, he covered.
So this thing is like this. It's three things. Like the soil had weakened, and in the middle of the soil, there was that, I think I will call it the soft part, this one. Then on top there was that rubbish which does not decompose.
These people, they were mixing this thing between rubbish and the marrow. Between the rubbish and marrow. So they're pressing. They're pressing. Eh?
I think the maram was not compact. That's why it easily.
So for them, they wouldn't press rainy season.
They used to do it during the dry season.
But this time they were doing rainy season. Even they made that road close there to come the other side where they wanted to level. They did the rainy season.
It was a government program.
Yes.
So meaning those are I see two mistakes. The first mistake was to excavate and then try to level it.
And to make a road.
Yes, to make a road to go and level it, and then the one is to make a road, and then the other one was to try to compact it with maram, and during the wet season.
So that one who was compacting, that one is the first one to enter. And he was making noise too much.
He was shouting. I mean, he was
Screaming.
He was fighting for his dear life.
Yes. So he buried the cows. There is a man with the farm there for cows, buried them all.
The dogs, did they survive? Because the owner survived.
Dogs. Most of all things like a dog and pussycat.
Those ones survived.
Yeah, even there is the one we pick on Sunday was still alive, pussycat and the young dog.
Yeah, they have their life. Their life doesn't easily go.
Dog and pussycat, they dig like 20 feet down with tractor, and they go to them when they are still alive, and they have come out. Then they pick them, then they take to the owner.
The owners that survived.
The owner is the lady who died. The one
On the
who
flat. Yeah.
But the dog was dead. The owner died with the house gun. Because they cried up to almost 11 on phone.
It's like they have found something. You see them, they've collected somewhere there.
Yeah, this guy said his relatives is around there. It's like they have, I'm seeing some people have gone. It's like they've got somebody. I'm seeing them bending also. Can you see? Are you seeing that? It's like they've got a body I don't know whether my phone can. Let me try to zoom.
What?
The garbage,
The
yeah.
garbage.
Mm.
A year to a year cannot what? Cannot get dry. That's
By
why
the-
when it rain too much, it closes the well.
By the way, countries like Indonesia, India, they are making a lot of money from rubbish.
That thing.
They get the plastic and it is recycled. They get energy. Indonesia, that's where they get their
And see
energy.
the biogas, the other side where there is biogas, they carry the whole thing and take it.
So they were making biogas from here.
Yeah, the other side.
Yeah, there's those.
So it covered it also.
It removed and power like from here it push their outside.
And people died.
Hey, they died. People who are working all died. But the other side they don't talk about it because I think they're minding about the people who are in the houses here. But the one like in the middle, they cannot get them.
Meaning it did not. You see, it did not only push to this other side. It's like it pushed from here, like this.
Then
Another one came this way. Another one went the other
the
side.
other one push from up, then push distance long.
Then to
This
here.
one
Oh.
goes, this one went like 200 meters.
Wow.
The other one. And then this other one here.
This one is more than.
This one was just like running,
Yeah.
following where the water goes.
Because this one came up to here.
It came up to around here.
Yeah. Around here. Even these trees, they were up. Then they push up to here.
So it was a serious disaster.
Yes.
Serious landslide.
This one, there is no house. How they there?
You came Malama Kasi.
Just brought them up to there.
It was down as this one.
Like here.
Mm.
Here was a garden. Someone is garden. Someone is garden. Maize, what, all that area where you see those grass was not there.
Those were houses.
Near houses. But
the
here
houses-
was empty. Here they were just digging sweet potato, maize, beans, like other part is remaining there. Hey. This one all they brought them. It's Kaltus.
They were up from that side.
Kaltus, they brought them from the other side of field,
Next to the flat.
near flat. Which is from here to the other side. It's like 500 meters.
I had told
Which is the
someone.
other side.
These ones paused. I've not seen them come out. They have all
Yeah,
paused.
They have all paused. It seems there is something.